Hi guys, it's me, and so I told y'all in this video that I did a while back, called, what was it called? Rebecca? Let's head to the mountains together. The tribulation is here, or whatever, and I talked about doTERRA, and I talked about, wow, I just woke up, sorry. All this stuff, and no, those are my returns. Thank you. Last night I did my first ever Reinventing Healthcare class. doTERRA provided me the training to do that, and it's really, I love it because the whole structure of it, aside from the doTERRA, but if you just look at it as a whole, is about, preventing, I shouldn't say that. I didn't say prevent, treat, or cure. It's about, looking at your life and what challenges you have, and which challenge, future emergencies that you could prepare for, bad things that you could prevent from happening, and then also support system, for you. And I love these meetings and stuff because, first of all, I felt like my degree was going to use for once, and my dear friends were there supporting me, and we had some wine and some fruit and some gluten-free banana bread, and I got to tell my story of why I'm doing all this, which I hope you all know my why, which is about my mom and her experience with cancer and the fact that everyone should have a choice. Don't pat yourself with a hairband. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing more classes, and I'm going to let y'all know next time. I don't know, how many of you are in Texas? If you are, message me or whatever, because you can be invited too, and if you just RSVP, I think it's a lot of fun, and I want to do some parties making stuff, So my doTERRA page is now oiltherapy.xyz, just oiltherapy.xyz. Yay! I'm so excited. And that's where you can go and just sign up. But if you look actually on there, it's not just sign up. There's recipes, a ton of recipes, not just for cooking, but for making your own bath bombs and making your own soap and making your own this and that and the other. And I think that's really cool. But also you can sign up there or just buy full retail. If you want to, great, I'll make more money off of you. But I really want you to sign up, and then we have this support system too. And I said I was going to bring all my videos back to scripture, and so let me do this really quick. Let's talk about the Bible and frankincense, okay? And soon I'm going to get HD clear. I always have acne here, always, but I did just eat wheat a week ago, so. Anyway, we'll see how that clears up in the next week or so, because you guys know I can't stand being all made up. Okay. And Yahweh said to Moses, take for yourself spices, stacta and onycha, and what the world? What kind of version is that? All translations. Let me go into here. Let me go to King James. Thank you. Frank. It's I don't know what they're talking about. Stacta. I don't know. If you know, put a comment below. And he said, take unto you sweet spices, stacta, and onycha, and galbanum, these sweet spices with pure frankincense. Of each there shall be a weight. In Leviticus, and it says, and when any will offer a meat offering unto Yahweh, his offering shall be a fine flour, and he will pour oil on it and put frankincense on it. So the Creator likes frankincense. Leviticus 2:2, and he'll bring it to Aaron's sons, the priests, and he'll take out his handful of the flour and the oil with all the frankincense, and the priest will burn the memorial of it upon the altar to be made, offering made by fire, which we don't do offerings anymore. Let's see, besides Leviticus, Numbers, and then shall the man bring his wife, then shall the man bring his wife to the priest, and he will bring her offering for her. The 10th part of an ephah of barley, he shall pour no oil upon it, or put frankincense on it. But it's an offering of jealousy. And that's, if you go read that, it's an interesting story about figuring out if your wife's cheating on you. Here's Chronicles. Some of them were anointed. No. Some of them also were appointed to oversee the vessels and all the instruments of the sanctuary, and the fine flour, and the wine, and the oil, and the frankincense, and the spices. I'm going to have to look into this about mixing the flour with the frankincense, because why do you do... This is what she does. Why do you do that? Why? Because you know how I am about the hybridized grains being against Torah, and they get, you know, moldy, and of course Roundup gets compounded with that, and then of course the fact that half of it's GMO. I wonder what frankincense does when you put it on flour. I'm going to have to look into that, but I don't know why you did that, honey. Here's another one from Nehemiah. He had prepared for him a great chamber, where aforetime they laid the meat offerings, the frankincense, and the vessels, and the tithes of the grain, the new wine, and the oil. It's always in combination with these grains. That is so interesting. Song, Matthew. And when they came into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented to him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. And if you want to look up what frankincense does, please do. I can't tell you what frankincense does, but I can tell you this. Go to pubmed.gov. The same government that doesn't want me to tell you what frankincense does publishes what frankincense does in a bunch of studies on PubMed.gov, and type in Boswellia, Boswellia. That is the technical genus of frankincense. There's other species. There's like Carteri and Ferrari. There's several different forms of frankincense, but type that Boswellia into PubMed and see what comes up. Here's a fun one. Type in Boswellia space cancer, or type in Boswellia space apoptosis. See what comes up. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it does anything. I'm saying that the government says it does things, and you should see what the government says it does. Okay, so that's my 7 minutes. Please remember to subscribe. I love y'all. I'm gonna, obviously I'm gonna keep doing the aquaponics videos, and that's important because we need to head to the mountains. And if you can't buy part of a mountain or sneak up into a part of a mountain, you can at least have a little mini Garden of Eden in your backyard. Aquaponics, I think, is a good way to do that, and I'm gonna help you with that too. So, peace.